Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. I hope you all are well and doing great. So today I'm back with another video to continue our UCAT test preparation. So as you guys know, we have completed our 5 types of decision making practice test questions. Now today we're going to start it from the 6th type of decision making practice test questions. So if you are new to this channel, you can watch our last videos on tour tutorial of UCAT test, question bank tutorial, question bank practice questions of verbal reasoning, and the other remaining 5 types of decision making practice test questions on this channel. Every video is in detailed with examples and instructions, so you can watch it there and learn it from those websites. So the type that we're going to practice today is the probabilistic and statistical reasoning. So first we're going to read some instructions for this type, and then we will practice the questions for probabilistic and statistical reasoning. So the instructions are: you will be presented with a very short passage containing statistical information. You need to apply your probability knowledge to indicate the uncertainty of particular outcomes. You will then be asked to select the best response by using deductive logic to reach the correct conclusion. So click the next button to proceed. So here we have a first question of this type. We have 35 questions total of this type. So we are at the question number 1 out of 35. So Jerry sells dishes of ice cream. Any dish has up to 3 different flavors. He decides to include an additional flavor. So the question is 8 the number of extra different dishes of ice cream that Jerry can sell with up to 3 flavors? Option A, yes, because there are 50 additional dishes from 4 plus 6 plus 4 plus 1. Option B, yes, because there are 8 additional dishes from 14 minus 6. Option C, no, it will be 4 additional dishes as there are a total of 4 flavors. Option D, no, it will be 7 additional dishes from 3 plus 3 plus 1. So here we have a correct response is option D. D is correct because suppose the flavors are A, B and C. Initially the number of flavor combinations could be A, B, C, and then AB, BC, AC and ABC. 7 flavors. So if we introduced a new flavor D, the new combinations up to 3 flavors would be D, DA, DB, DC, DAC, DAB and DBC equals to 7. So ABC give 3 new combinations. AB, AC, BC give 3 new combinations plus the new flavor itself. So this is the whole reason we have, because of which we can say that the correct option is option D. That no, it will be 7 additional dishes from 3 plus 3 plus 1. Alice is a science consultant. She went to China to run a training session in English for Chinese science teachers about communication in science. Alice found that 9 out of every 10 teachers she met, they were keen to speak English. Alice wrote a report stating that 90% of Chinese science teachers were keen to speak English. Was this statement of Alice justified? Option A, yes, as 9 out of 10 converts to 90%. Option B, yes, as she had talked to the Chinese teachers herself. Option C, no, as she is generalizing from a sample. Option D, no, as some of the people who spoke to her would be self-selecting. So let's see which option is the correct option and which one is the incorrect one. So here we have correct option is option D. A is incorrect because it does not address Alice's statement. B is incorrect because it is a comment about the source of the data, not its validity. Option C is incorrect because as a properly taken sample, the answer would be a yes. D is incorrect. D is correct because the 90% comes from a selection effect, as non-English speakers would be much less keen to speak English. So that's why we have the correct option is option D, that is no, as some of the people who spoke to her would be self-selecting. Next question we have, X and Y play a game by taking turns to throw a biased six-sided dice. On a biased dice, some numbers are more likely to be rolled than others. The first person to throw a 6 wins. X throws first. X and Y have an equal chance of winning no matter how biased the dice. Option A, yes, they are using the same dice, so have the same probability of throwing a 6 when it is their turn. Option B, yes, the fact that the dice is biased does not affect the probability of individual throws. Option C, no, X has a better chance of winning as he has to fail on his turn in order for Y to have a chance of winning. Option D, no, X has a better chance of winning when the dice is biased towards a 6. So here we have correct response is option C. A and B are incorrect because the important thing to consider is that X throws first, as X has a chance of winning before Y even has a turn. C is correct because in the sequence X then Y on any pair of turns before Y can succeed, X must fail. So the probability of X failing then Y succeeding is less than X succeeding. D is incorrect because they, the way in which the dice is biased does not change the chance of winning for X. What is relevant is that X throws first. So here we can see that option C is the correct option, which is no, X has a better chance of winning as he has to fail on his turn in order for Y to have a chance of winning. Harry can buy a summer season's pass to an outdoor pool or an indoor pool. The outdoor pool remains closed when it rains. Past meteorological records indicate that there is a 0.3 chance that it will not rain in summer. The likelihood of the pool remaining closed for maintenance is 3/18 for the outdoor pool and 1/6 for the indoor pool. So considering only the likelihood of rain and the pool remaining closed for maintenance, should Harry buy the outdoor pool pass? Option A. Yes, there is 70% chance that the summer will be sunny. Option B. Yes, the indoor pool has a 50% higher chance of remaining closed on a certain day. The outdoor pool remains closed when it rains. So, option A we have yes, there is 70% chance that the summer will be sunny. Option B, yes, the indoor pool has a 50% higher chance of remaining closed on a certain day. Option C, no, there is a high probability of rain, so the indoor pool is preferable. Option D, no, the outdoor pool has a higher chance of remaining closed for maintenance. So here we have the correct option is C, and A is incorrect because there is 70% chance of rain and 30% chance of sun. B is incorrect because both pools have the same chance of remaining closed for maintenance. C is correct because while both pools have the same chance of remaining closed for maintenance, there is 70% chance of rain and 30% chance of sun. Therefore, there is 70% chance of rain and 30% chance of sun. Therefore, an indoor pool is preferable. If we talk about option D, which is incorrect, because both pools have the same chance of remaining closed for maintenance. So, because of these reasons, we can say that option C is the correct option, which is no. There is a high probability of rain, so the indoor pool is preferable. Next question we have that in a hospitality company that runs a resort, employees are allocated leave per month. The resort is open throughout the year. The resort is open throughout the year. The number of days of leave allocated per month to Selma, Mira, and Ricky, who work in the same department, are 4, 6, and 5, respectively. These three employees have to take leave on different dates. So the question is there more than a 50% probability that all three employees will be working on any given day of a month? Option A, yes, but only in months with 31 days. Option B, yes, there is more than a 50% probability. Option B, so option A we have yes, but only in months within 31 days. Option B, yes, there is more than a 50% probability in all months. Option C, no, the probability in most months is less than 50%. Option D, no, only 2 employees will ever be working on any given day of a month. So here we have a correct response is option A. A is correct because the total number of days in which any employee will be on leave is 4 plus 6 plus 5 equals 15. So only months with 31 days will have more than a 50% probability of all three employees working on any particular day. Option B is incorrect because in months with 30 days or fewer, there will be a 50% probability, or less or fewer, there will be a 50% probability or less of all three employees working on one day. Option C is incorrect because in months with 30 days or fewer, because we know that out of 12 months in the year, 7 have 31 days. So we can say that in most months, the probability is more than 50%. Option D is incorrect because there is definite possibility that all three employees will be working on any given day of a month. So here we have a correct option is option A, which says yes, but only in months with 31 days. Next question we have is that Diana has a box containing 6 pairs of earrings that are identical in every way except color. There are 3 red pairs and 3 blue pairs. Diana has to draw a certain number of earrings randomly so that she has at least 1 pair of red earrings and 1 pair of blue earrings. So the question is that should Diana draw 8 earrings randomly in order to achieve this? Option A, yes. She can get more than one pair of each color or 3 pairs of one color and one pair of another color. Option B, yes. She will have 100% chance of picking 3 red pairs and 1 blue pair if he draw 8 earrings. Option C, no. She has 50% chance of picking an earring of a certain color in each draw. Option D, no. If he draws 8 earrings, there is a chance of picking all of the same color. Okay, so let's see which option is the correct one and which one is not. So here we have a correct option is A. It is correct because after drawing 8 earrings, she would have at least one pair of each color. Even if she draws all 3 pairs of one color, she will have at least one pair of red and one pair of blue earrings. B is incorrect because there is not 100% chance of this possibility. She may also draw 2 pairs of each color or 3 blue pairs and 1 red pair. Option C is incorrect because this statement doesn't consider that the chance of picking one color over another will change as he draws the earrings. It also doesn't consider that there are 6 pairs of earrings. Option D is incorrect because the statement doesn't consider that there are only 6 earrings of each color. So here we have again an option A is the correct option, as it says yes, she can get more than one pair of each color or 3 pairs of one color and one pair of another color. Next we have question number 7. It says Jeremy's music player randomly selects a song for him to listen to. The music player has 8 rock songs, 5 classical songs and 2 folk songs on it. Will Jeremy increase the chance of listening to classical songs and 2 folk songs on it? Will Jeremy increase the chance of listening to classical songs if he deletes one song of each of the 3 genres from his musical player? Option A, yes. The likelihood of listening to a song of particular genre increases when the total number of songs decreases. Option B, yes. The likelihood of selecting a classical song is higher when there are fewer rock songs and folk songs. Option C, no. The chance of selecting a classical song decreases when the total number of songs decreases. Option D, no. The chance of selecting a classical song remains the same when one song of each genre is deleted. So here we have first option. Option D is the correct response. A is incorrect because there is an equal decrease in number of songs for each genre. So the likelihood remains the same. B is incorrect because the number of classical songs has also decreased. Option C is incorrect because the number of classical songs has also decreased in relation to the total number. Option D is correct because the chance of selecting a classical song originally was 5 by 15 or 1 by 3. So if one of song of each type is deleted, the chance of selecting a classical song will become 4 by 12 or 1 by 3. So the chance of selecting a classical song will not increase. It will stay the same. So because of this, we can say that option D is the correct option, which is no. The chance of selecting a classical song remains the same when one song of each genre is deleted. Next we have a football coach plans to replace a player of his team in the second half of a match. If player A is replaced, there will be 80% chance of the coach's team scoring a goal and 70% chance of the opponent team scoring a goal. If player B is replaced, there will be 20% chance of the coach's team not scoring a goal and 50% chance of the opponent team not scoring a goal. So considering only the likelihood of the coach's team scoring a goal and the opponent team not scoring a goal, is player A the better replacement choice? Option A, yes, there is a 20% higher chance of the opponent team not scoring if player A is replaced. Option B, yes, there is a 60% higher chance of the coach team scoring if player A is replaced. Option C, no, there is a 20% higher chance of the opponent team not scoring if player B is replaced. Then we have option D, that no, there is a lower chance of the coach team scoring if player A is replaced. So option C is the correct response. Option A is incorrect because there is a 100 minus 70 equals 30% chance of the opponent team not scoring if player A is replaced and a 50% chance of the opponent team not scoring if player B is replaced. This means there is a 50 minus 30 equals 20% lower chance of the opponent team not scoring if player A is replaced. Option B is incorrect because there is an equal chance of the coach's team scoring when either player is replaced. That is, an 80% chance of scoring is the same as a 20% chance of not scoring. C is correct because as shown for A, there is a 30% chance of the opponent team not scoring. If player A is replaced and a 50% chance of the opponent team not scoring if player B is replaced. So this means there is a 50 minus 30, 21% higher chance of the opponent team not scoring if player B is replaced. D is incorrect because as shown in B, there is an equal chance of the coach team scoring when either player is replaced. So here we have a correct option is option C, which says no. There is a 20% higher chance of the opponent team not scoring if player B is replaced. Jane can buy either machine A or machine B. The annual maintenance cost of a machine is $0, $50, or $100. Machine A is equally likely to have an annual maintenance of either $0 or $50. There is also equal likelihood of machine B having annual maintenance of either $0 or $50. The probability of annual maintenance being $100 is 0.3 for machine A, and the probability of annual maintenance being $50 is 0.2 for machine B. So considering only the annual maintenance, should Jane buy machine B? Option A, yes. The annual maintenance is 50% lower for machine B. Option B, yes. The annual maintenance is 40% higher for machine A. Option C, no. The chance of annual maintenance being $100 is 60% for machine B, but only 30% for machine A. Option D, no. The chance of annual maintenance being $0 is 80% for machine A, compared to only 20% for machine B. So here we have a correct option is option C. A and B are incorrect because we do not know with certainty the annual maintenance of either machine. Because we don't know with certainty the annual maintenance of either machine. C is correct because machine A's annual maintenance has a 30% chance of costing $100. We are told that machine B's annual maintenance has a 20% chance of costing $50, and there is equal chance that the cost is $0. Therefore, the chance of machine B's annual maintenance being $100 is 100%. Minus into 20% plus 20% equals 60%. D is incorrect because we know that machine A's annual maintenance has an equally likely chance of costing $0 or $50. This means that the chance of annual maintenance being $0 is 100 minus 30% by 2, which is equals 35%, not 80%. So here we have a correct option is option C. This one is the correct option. which says no, the chance of annual maintenance being $100 is 60% for machine B, but only 30% for machine A. Joy can invest in either stock or gold. There is a 0.7 likelihood of the stock earning a return of 12% or less. The return for gold has a 0.3 likelihood of being greater than 12%. There is a 0.1 likelihood of the stock earning a return of 50% or more. The probability of gold earning a return between 12% and 50% is 0.1. Considering only the return, is gold a better investment option? Option A, yes. The chance of return being 12% or less is lower for gold. Option B, yes. The chance of return being 50% or more is higher for gold. Option C, no. The return for stock is 12% higher. Option D, no. The return for stock is 50% higher. So here we have a correct response is option B. A is incorrect because gold has the same chance of return being 12% or less as the stock. A 0.7 likelihood of earning a return of 12% or less is equivalent to a 0.3 likelihood of a return being greater than 12%. B is correct because using the information given, we can determine the following: that gold has a 0.7 likelihood of earning a return of 12% or less, and a 0.1 likelihood of earning between 12% and 50%. In total, this is 0.7 plus 0.1 equals 0.8. Therefore, the likelihood of gold earring earning a return of 50% or more is 1 minus 0.8, which is equals to 0.2. So stock has a 0.1 likelihood of earning 50% or more. Therefore, the chance of return being 50% or more is higher for gold. C and D are incorrect because these statements misinterpret the percentages used in the scenario. So here we have a correct option is option B, which says yes, the chance of return being 50% or more is higher for gold. Jason is playing a game with two dice. Dice A has numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 8. Dice B has numbers 2, 6, 3, 5, 7, 9. So a person can select any one of the following games to play. Game 1, roll both the dice and you win. If they both show even numbers. Game 2, roll both the dice and you win if they both show the odd numbers. So the person who selects game 1 has a better chance of winning the game. Option A, yes. Dice A has a greater number of even numbers than odd numbers. Option B, yes. Both dice has are more likely to show even numbers than odd numbers. Option C, no. A person has the same chance of winning irrespective of the game they select. Option D, no. The person who selects game 2 has a higher chance of winning. So here we have these four options. So let's see which one is the correct one and which one is the incorrect. Option C is correct option. Option A is incorrect because both dice need to be rolled in the game. So the amount of even numbers on dice B needs to be considered. B is incorrect because dice A is more likely to show even numbers, but dice B is more likely to show odd numbers. C is correct because if game 1 is selected, there is out of 6 chance of an even number showing up on dice A and 2 out of 6 chance of an even number showing up on dice B. If game 2 is selected, there is 2 out of 6 chance of an odd number showing up on dice A and 4 out of 6 chance of an odd number showing up on dice B. Therefore, a person has the same chance of winning irrespective of the game selected. D is incorrect because both games have the same chance of winning. So here we have a correct option is option C, which says no, a person have the same chance of winning irrespective of the game they select. Next we have question number 12, says Bill has a biased dice. The probability that when he throws the dice it lands on a 6 is Q. He throws the dice 10 times and gets 10 sixes. So will the probability that the dice lands on a 6 on the 11th throw still be Q? Option A, yes, as the previous throws have no effect on the outcome of the 11th throw. Option B, yes, providing that Q is greater than half so that the odds are in favor of a 6. Option C, no, because Q could be less than half so that the odds are not in favor of a 6. Option D, no, because the proportion of times the coin should land on a 6, but the 11th throw should be Q. So here we have correct option is option A because each throw is independent of the other throws. So previous throws will have no effect on the outcome of the 11th throw. B is incorrect as Q does not have to have any specific value. C is incorrect as Q does not have any specific value. Option D is incorrect as it ignores the information in the first line that Q is a given value and is not modified as a result of the 10 throws. So here we can see we have a correct option is option A, which says yes, as the previous throws have no effect on the outcome of the 11th throw. This one is the right option. Next question we have, a company makes skincare products. The company carries out two opinion surveys, X and Y, with different groups of people to test the quality of a new product. 200 people took survey X. 84 said they liked the product. 76 said they did not. The rest did not respond. In survey Y, 45% said they liked the product, 25% did not respond. The company want to use a survey that shows their product in its most favorable light. Should they choose survey X? Option A, yes, because the response rate in survey X was higher than that in survey Y. Option B, yes, because a higher percentage of people in survey X than in survey Y said they liked the product. Option C, no, because the percentage of those who responded who liked the product was lower in survey X. Option D, no, because the percentage of those who responded who liked the product was lower in survey Y. So correct response is option C. A is incorrect as although the response rate in survey X was 160 by 200 multiplied by 100 is equals 80%, and in survey Y was 75%. This does not explain why the company would choose survey X. Option B is incorrect because the percentage of those in survey X who like the product is 84 by 200 multiply 100 is 42%, whereas in survey Y it is 45%. C is correct because the percent of those in survey X who responded who liked the product is 84 by 160 equals 52.5%, whereas in survey Y it is 45 by 75 multiplied by 100 equals 60%. So D is incorrect because the percentage of those in survey X who responded who liked the product is 84 by 160 equals 52.5%, whereas in survey Y it is 45 by 75 multiplied by 100 equals 60%. So here we can say we have a correct option is option C, which is no, because the percentage of those who responded who liked the product was lower in survey X. Martin's journey home from work involves taking the bus to the station, catching the 6 o'clock train, and then a short walk to his house. If the bus is late, he has to catch a later train. On 10 days out of the past 50, the bus has not reached the station in time for him to catch the 6 o'clock train. Similarly, on 10 days out of the past 50, the 6 o'clock train has arrived late at Martin's home station. Is it more likely than not that Martin will get home on time tomorrow? Option A, yes. The buses and the trains each meet the requirements of the timetable 40 out of 50 times respectively. So he should get home on time tomorrow. Option B, yes. If the bus is late, the train may be too. So he would get home on time. Option C, no. On 20 occasions over the 50 days, either the train or bus has been late, so it is unlikely he will get home on time. Option D, no. Every day is different, so predictions are no more than guesses and wholly unreliable. Option A is correct because the first bus and the train have been on time, that is 40 by 50 and 40 by 50 times respectively. So the probability calculation is 0.8 multiplied by 0.8 equals 0.64. So it is more likely than not that Martin will get home on time. B is incorrect because a late bus followed by a late train would mean he would definitely not get home on time. C is incorrect because even with this calculation, he has a 30 by 50 chance of getting home on time. So he is more likely than not to get home on time. Option D is incorrect because it is possible to make predictions on likelihood by looking at timetables and past experience. So here we have a correct option is option A, which says yes, the buses and the trains each meet the requirements of the timetable 40 out of 50 times respectively. So he should get home on time tomorrow. Father Christmas has a snack of wrapped presents from which visiting children can randomly select a gift. At the start, there are 15 presents of a harmonica and 15 of a drum in Father Christmas' sack. By lunchtime, 5 harmonicas and 4 drums have been chosen. Has the chance of a harmonica being randomly selected now increased when the next child collects a present? Option A. Yes, it was half and is now 10 by 21? Option B, yes, it was half and is now 11 by 21. Option C, no, it was half and is now 11 by 21. Option D, no, it was half and is now 10 by 21. So here we have a correct option is option D. The chance of selecting a harmonica at first is half, as there are an even number of harmonicas and drums, that is 30 in total. So A is incorrect because after 9 gifts have been selected, 21 are left. So the chance of selecting a harmonica is 10 by 21. This is lower than the original chance of half. B and C are incorrect because the chance of selecting a harmonica is 10 by 21. D is correct because 10 by 21 is lower than the original chance of half. So the correct answer is no. So here we have a correct option is option D. That is no, it was half and is now 20 by 10 by 21. Now we have a next question, that is question number 16. It says three students, Sarah, Simon and Paul, test the same coins for bias. The table gives information about their results. Sarah, Simon, Paul, and then we have throws and heads. Sarah has 50 throws and 37 heads. Simon have 100 throws and 73 heads. Paul have 160 throws and it had 88 heads. Sarah and Simon pool their results to give their estimate of the possibility that when the coin is thrown, once it lands heads, Paul uses his results to give his estimate. Will Sarah and Simon's estimate will be better than Paul's estimate? Option A, yes, because it comes from two different tests. Option B, yes, because their separate estimates are very close to each other. Option C, no, because Paul had more throws in total. Option D, no, because Paul's estimate will be nearer one half. So here we have correct option is option C. A is incorrect because it is not relevant. The same coin was used in all tests. B is incorrect because although the results are similar, if we double Sarah's results, a more reliable estimate would come from Sarah physically throwing the coin 100 times. C is correct because Sarah and Simon collectively had 150 throws, whereas Paul had 160 throws. Paul's estimate is therefore more reliable. D is incorrect because it is not relevant. The aim of the test was to find bias rather than try to throw a coin so that it lands heads half the time. So here we have option C as the correct option, which says no because Paul had more throws in total. So this is enough for today. We will continue our next questions in the next video. I hope you guys understand each and every question, but if you still have any confusion, you can ask me in the comment section. and I'll be sure here to reply your every comment. And if you wanted to buy any best-selling book or any other daily use products, you can buy it from our website, which link is given in the description box. So I'll be back with another video. Till then, just take care and goodbye.